Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I have arrived in Angmar, where I am visiting one of the Earthkin to learn more about an artifact that I have found.
The Yorskin wants only peace.
You have come to Surilema village to lend your strength. If strength measured in wit or in learning, maybe so. The Yorkin have strength to spare. This is trick? Some magic keeps pouch closed? Not nice of little lore master to play tricks. I forgive your joke. Strange to have pouch of Yorkin make, but not be Yorkin. Very old. Not seen one in long time, since before we came to Limakoti. Maybe show to Arnika. Hope for shiny things inside may help him to try to open. Also ask Santu about pouch. He carries skulls on path through canyons. See much. May know. So I need to speak to Arnika and Santu. Something like that. The question is, where are these two? Well, one of them is right over here. This is Arnika.
Happy hunting, friend from Farland.
You come to help Yorkin? Always welcome. But what is that you have? Not seen one of those since long ago. Used to be many Yorkin had pouches like that. Do not remember why, but someone gave them to us. But this one, something wrong. Feels bad to be near. Where did little lore master find? In Mordor. Ooh, would be nice if could, little nicer. I do not remember why Yorkin had pouches like that. It makes me sad to forget. Makes me sad to see this one twisted for evil. Do not know why. Well, maybe Santu will have some idea on this. And Santu is... looks like in this direction. You come from lands beyond these mountains. Tell me of them. Oh, I come right now immediately from lands well beyond mountains, beyond many mountains.
You are welcome here.
What if you have? Where did you find pouch belonging to Trotsiv? Many Yorkin used to have pouches like that, but that was long time ago. How old are these people? Or are they speaking of memories passed down through stories and the like? Only Trotsiv still had his. Very fond of it. Went away to pond where skulls gather, to southeast, but that is near Karlach. Trotsiv did not return. If you have pouch now, I think Trotsiv never coming back. Especially considering that I found the patch in Mordor. And now I'm going to assume that this Karklok is something like Cardoom or something like that. I mean, that there seems to be some similarity in name there. Well then, find the pond rivered by Ratutama near Karklok, near Nan Amlug East. Okay. So apparently Karklok is not Carndoom, but some other place. Apparently Karlok is in the North Downs. Level, was it 20-ish, does that? 29, yeah, okay, level 29. You hear the snarls of a pack of hunting wargs drawn by the corruption. What? Really? Are these the hunting wargs? Yeah, level 105 wargs. Well, yeah. I better get rid of these because I certainly don't want a level 29 player coming here expecting to find level 29 mobs and then running into level 105 wargs. You know, that's sort of not the best thing for the... Well, it looks like the place is surrounded by them. Well, I'm only supposed to kill 3 of them, but... I don't want to trust that all 4 of them will despawn. You hear the curious creaking sound coming from the southwest side of the pond. Okay, well, I will deal with this last warg just to make sure that... Southwest side of the pond. I'm on the south side of the pond right now. Curious creaking sound. Talk to Rotlas by the pond near Karlok. Oh, there is a... Oh, creaking sound. This is an ent? Yeah, there is an ent there. You are not like the others that came to this place. What brings you to the still water? I do not count time the way you do. I have been standing here, drinking water and feeling the sun. Many creatures came to this place, and many creatures left. One remained. The skin you carry was his. What is the word? Bag? Pouch? A container for carrying. When he stayed behind, he became part of the earth. When he stayed behind, he became part of the earth. Does that mean that he was killed or something? My name is not one that you can speak. You could call me Rotlas or Rattleleaf if you prefer to say so. I can tell you what I saw if you want to hear. Well, I suppose that might be a good idea. I mean, after all, I came all this way to learn something about this. I will tell you of what I saw. No one will speak of the one who remained, if I do not.
Your efforts to cleanse the evils from the corrupted Earthkin pouch have led you to an ent, a shepherd of the trees, and the story he has to tell.
This way was not long ago, by the counting of ents, but you would feel otherwise. Years? Perhaps, yes, you would say years. But it feels much shorter to me. Would I say years or decades or centuries? I'm not too sure which one. I mean, it's been in Mordor for a while, so it's more likely decades at least. This wind in my leaves is very pleasant. The wind in my leaves was very pleasant. I was always fond of standing by the pool's edge at sunset. There was, nothing like a refreshing drink before the night falls. Oh, yes. You wanted to hear the tale of the one who remained behind. I am sorry. For an ant, every detail is important to convey. But you smaller races do not drink deeply of every flavor in the same way. We've got less time to do so, unfortunately. Toom. The first creature was over here. All right? He sat by the edge of the pool, and I thought that we were quite alike. Each of us enjoyed the spot, the cool breeze, the still water, the feel of the grass. But then other creatures came. They were of his kind, room, but these were of a different sort. They did not pause to enjoy the breezes or feel the grass. Sometimes the heart of trees is rotten, felt the way so of these others. They spoke. I told you cannot come here anymore, Trotsies. But this place is for all Earthkin. Not anymore. This place, Angmar's place now. Crown of Iron, not master of Earthkin. She who made us gave us tasks to do. Those days long past. Let others carry out her duties. Yorkin make on path. Rodvillade threw away seed bag, crown of iron. As much better gifts. Seed bag not gift, seed bag responsibility. Tolstov not forget, Tolstov still have seeds. Maybe Rotsiv takes seed bag, maybe Rotsiv destroys seeds. No! What Trotsiv think to do? Trotsiv outnumbered! Trotsiv take seed bag and go home, but Trotsiv not forget. Cannot allow Trotsiv to go. Murder! I take seed bag, Trotsiv. I take the crown of iron. And all the Earthkin have forgotten about why. So, and the crown of iron brought it to Mordor. The other creatures went away, but the first remained behind and returned to the earth. Whom, Toom. I saw it all, but it was not the place of the Ents to interfere in the lives of other creatures. My own charge is to tend to the trees. I am not a shepherd of anything else. She who made the Earthkin would understand. Toom. Rattleleaf's eyes are deep pools, and he cannot feel certain, but they seem to hold a deep sorrow. I know that this is so, root and branch, but I also know that I have done wrong, little one. I did not interfere, but I wish I did. Whenever I come to this place, I will think of the one who remained. Rum tum! A clear breeze has swept away the reek of evil. The Earthborn and the Earthkin were given similar instructions, little one. We may not be kindred, but we tend to the same concerns, and our purposes are not opposed. The divide between us is a small one only. The divide between the Earthkin I witnessed was much wider, and it was caused by Angmar. Ah, that is a name malignant. Rumty-boom! Rumty-boom! The seed bag went to Angmar, but it did not stay there. They could not open it. Somehow it came to you, and it was sealed tight, and there was an evil all around it. But now the pouch has been freed from the corruption that ensnared it. It is a gift from the one who remained. Go now where you can best make use of this gift. I will stay here. And remember, Room, boom, toom. Perhaps Elrond can do something about this.
You will need the aid of a light that can pierce the darkness.
I know why you have come, Pinelor. If you are to journey beneath the shroud that covers Gorgoroth, you will need the aid of a light that can pierce the darkness. Elrond takes the pouch from you and easily unties the cord that kept it shut. With a solemn expression, he shakes the contents of the pouch onto his palm, a number of unusual seeds. Well, I guess I was expecting seeds by this time. I have not seen seeds such as these for thousands of years, Pinelor. How came they to survive? It must have taken a dedicated caretaker to ensure that they were not lost or destroyed. For many seeds are not properly valued if the fruit of their growth is not clear or known. I shall see that these seeds are planted. May they last beyond the age. Okay, well, I still don't know what type of plant these are seeds to. Maybe someday I'll find out, but something tells me that he's not going to tell me that. Elrond holds the empty pouch and dips it into the font beside it, so I get to keep the pouch. When it emerges from the glowing circle, light drips soundlessly from it and pools like water in the basin. An image rises unbidden in your mind. Trotsi standing alone against the others of his kind, only he remembering the duty with which they were charged. Now the pouch that he carried shines as brightly as his defiance. His duty will be fulfilled at last. Elrond smiles, and his voice contains both determination and joy when he speaks again. With the light of Eärendil, you will be able to walk where the shadows lie and overcome them.
Eärendil was a mariner.
Eärendil was a mariner, Pinelor, and he braved storm and roaring wave. He bore shining light out of the darkness. He voyaged through sadness and woe, crested the waves of his sorrow, and braving the winds and wrath to bring home from hope from afar. He traveled still upon his errand, not upon the seas of the world, but those of heaven, the light of the Silmaril on his brow showing the way. For all the Eldar, the light of Eärendil's star is counted the most precious. It is a sign of hope for all who labor against the great enemy or the multitude of his servants. For me, it is something more. Earendel was a mariner, but he is also my sire. When I look to the stars, I remember much that has now gone beyond the circles of the world, and the joy of memory is tinged with the sorrow of loss. I give you this gift so that you may bear the light of Earendel with you, and it will be a shining lamp in the darkness. So, let's see what's in the box. It is the Seed of Defiance. Well, it's more the Pouch of Defiance, I would say, right? Let's see. So, plus 212 will, plus 139 vitality, and of course, plus 12 Light of Earendel, which is, of course, the big thing that's on here when going into Mordor. So, I'm sure when that starts to wear off and I no longer need the Light of Earendel, I could go back to my precious sleigh bell. But I think with this, I need to head back to Mithrandir outside the Black Gate and find out what my next assignment is. Now, I think he's going to be wanting to send me into Gorgoroth beyond the eyes, whatever the name of that crazy gate is. But I suspect more likely that I still have stuff to do in Udun, like collect the rest of those lore pages that are there. After all, I am to be the collector of lore, and there I must go and collect the lore. So I need to do that, and of course, I need to find out what was it about all those signs and signals that we were decoding earlier. So we are going to look into that in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.